everyone, and welcome to Retro Football Knowledge, Week 2 of the NFL season. Would the Washington Redskins blow another big lead and fall to 0-2? Who would go 2-0 first, the Cleveland Browns or the Kansas City Chiefs in their clash down in Arrowhead? And a black and blue division clash down in Chicago between NFC Central rivals Chicago and Minnesota. Who would survive? Find out next on Retro Football Knowledge. Week 2 would kick off on Thursday night with the Rams at the Broncos in Mile High. The Rams led 6-2 at the half before Denver led 9-6, but Jack Reynolds saved the day in the fourth quarter with a 4-yard fumble return and a 13-9 Rams victory. Meanwhile, down in Soldier Field, Chicago, the 1-0 Vikings from a week ago, their comeback win 22-21, at the 1-0 Chicago Bears, 6-3 victors over Green Bay. Someone's going 2-0, someone's going 1-1 to start the season. We start off with the Vikings' first drive. Kramer under center, dropping back, looking, and just an awful throw. Threw it right to Terry Schmidt, who picked off the Kramer pass. Look, there's a couple things that you could say here. You could say it's a bad throw and blame Kramer, or you could blame Chuck Foreman for maybe running the wrong route. However you want to put lipstick on this pig, it's still a pig, and Terry Schmidt has the pig skin as he's moving upfield with a nice little move before he finally gets taken down. Inexplicably, the Bears don't turn that into points. Minnesota driving at their own 46-yard line is going for it. Not a lot of respect being shown here, but when you have Chuck Foreman, you go up and over on 4th and inches, you get it. That's what a 6 straight division champion looks like. Big first down, keeps the drive alive. Meanwhile, Kramer keeps utilizing that here in the second quarter. Nice little throw over the middle to Chuck Foreman, number 44, for a big first down completion. And let's just keep this theme going. Put Foreman in, or put your fullback in motion, roll out. You got Chuck Foreman, they got to cover him. Kramer takes it into the end zone for a touchdown and a 7-0 Viking lead. You can see here the Bears do flow to Chuck Foreman. They have to. He's one of the most respected runners in the game. They knew he was in, and all of a sudden the Bears close quickly. The Bears have a defense now that people need to look at. Meanwhile, Phipps dropping back throws. Nice completion right there to James Scott for a big first down. And you can see here he's got good protection. The blitz is coming. He throws, gets rid of it quick enough that he doesn't even really get hit. And James Scott, with the catch, makes a great move to the sidelines and then goes upfield to pick up that key first down to keep the drive alive. And you could see there he's caught at least one pass in 25 games. Meanwhile, putting in motion, they're starting this up. This is what containing Walter Payton looks like. It's an adventure, to say the very least. You can see here Walter Payton is bottled up on the inside. His vision is incredible. As he hits the outside, sticks his foot in the dirt, makes another guy miss. No one has a better stiff arm in the business. So that Payton run leads to a 34-yard Thomas field goal. It's 7-3 Minnesota. Phipps has been ineffective most of the half. They replace him with Vince Evans, who comes in to try and spark the Bears offense, and spark him he would. Nice play action, steps into the throw, throws a beautiful pass. Open is great. Scott, touchdown Chicago. James Scott burns the defense on the 9, gets wide open on what we call a vertical route as the Bears will take a 10-7 lead. You can see here the play action gets the linebacker to come up. That's also going to bite with the DB, and Scott's able to get behind the defense, and just a great throw, perfect deep ball. And that 9, he wasn't stopping from the word go. As soon as that ball was snapped, he was running right upfield. So 10-7, opening play of the second half, running up the middle, fumble, rocked. Ball spits loose. Chicago's got it. Nope. Minnesota's going to. Nope. Chicago's going to get it. And in the end zone, what? It's fumbled out of bounds. Well, what does that mean? Safety. That's what that means. Safety, Chicago. Anytime a fumbled ball in the field of play goes through the end zone, it's a safety. And you can see here, Brown is running, and he just gets popped right there by Chicago's special teams, and the ball is on the loose at that point, and it's all over the place. That Brown fumble is going to go through the end zone and give Chicago a automatic safety and a 2-0 lead. So that's the first play from scrimmage in the second half, and the Honey Bears love it. What's the second play from scrimmage? Well, it's going to be a kickoff. Why do we show a kickoff? You guessed it. something good or something bad. Steve Schubert is going to make this something good. Big run back all the way into Minnesota territory, all the way to the 43-yard line. That's the second play from scrimmage for Minnesota. How about Minnesota's third play? This time, first one from defense. Chicago's first play. Toss to Peyton, cut inside, cuts it back outside, then inside, then gotta go. See you later. The blocks are perfect. Peyton is into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Now it's 19-7, and the Bears have a commanding lead over the Minnesota Vikings, a team that has tormented them through most of the decade. Chicago's jacked up. Not just the players, but the fans. You can see this run here. It starts outside. Then, as I said, he cuts inside. Then he starts to go outside, but the vision is, as usual, unbelievable. Cuts it back to the inside, then all the way to the outside where he started, and then follows his blocks for the touchdown. Meanwhile, in the fourth quarter, Chicago, ball back, late in the game, up 19-7. It's that man again, Walter Payton, following his blocks, hits the corner, gotta go, see you later, touchdown, Chicago. Walter Payton with another touchdown, a massive day, 23 attempts, 182 yards, and a 26-yard touchdown run to give the Vikings the nail in the coffin they needed to finally be put out of their misery as the Bears claim a 26-7 lead. Walter Payton only needs 49 yards to become the Bears' all-time leading rusher. You can see here, it's a simple toss play, but the Bears' blocking is incredible. Receivers, linemen getting out in front, good blocks, hits the crease, and when he hits a crease, he's got a gear unlike anybody else in the National Football League. Unbelievable. Touchdown, Bears win 26-7. Again, Walter Payton, 23 attempts, 182 yards, 2 touchdowns as the Vikings fall to 1-1, and the Bears improve to an impressive 2-0. 2 wins in the division. While the Bears were going 2-0 in the division, the Giants were trying to prevent going 0-2, and it didn't work. In New York, the Cardinals won 27-14, 14-point second quarter. Otis Anderson, 166 yards on 35 touches, 109 on the ground as the Cardinals won 27-14. Green Bay at home against the Saints led 12-0. Gelbreth was kicking because the rookie kicker Erxelbun is out for the year with a season-ending injury. The Pack ran off 28 straight points and won 28-19. Buffalo shellacked Cincinnati in Buffalo, 51-24. John Ferguson, 16 of 21, 282, and 117.7 QBR. Hooks had 4 rushing touchdowns and another block kick by Buffalo. Down in Pittsburgh, the Steelers overwhelmed the Oilers 38-7. A 38-0 lead, 6 Steeler turnovers, 5 sacks, 4 batted balls, and a partridge in a pear tree as the Steelers won 38-7 in Pitt. Meanwhile, the game of the week, Tampa Bay beat the Colts 29-26 in overtime. The Bucs trailed 17-0. They came back and took a 26-17 lead before the Colts came back. Leonard missed an extra point. O'Donohue would win it from 31 yards out, and Eckwood's 53 yards rushing in the game proved to be the difference for the Bucs. Meanwhile, the Redskins down in Detroit for the second year in a row. Last year, a feverish comeback for the Redskins that led the way to a victory by Joe Theismann and company as Washington hopes to not fall that far behind and make this a better game for them from the start. Right off the bat, they're down 3-0. They drive all the way to the Detroit 8-yard line. It's 3rd and 3 when Joe Theismann, under center, decides to go with the pass, looking, and throws a perfect strike to Ricky Thompson for a 7-3 Redskin lead. I want you to keep an eye here on Joe Theismann's eyes because it looks like he's eyeing the receiver down, but you can see the receiver coming across the top of your screen. That was who he was looking at. It's called a combo route, let one guy come open and then throws a perfect strike where only his guy can get it. So Detroit down 7-3, has the football right off the bat to start their drive. Hit fumbles from the snap from center by Comlow. Oh, rookie woes, the Redskins recover. So Washington with the ball decides to go to their diesel. The diesel. John Riggins, outside handoff, nice pickup, big chunk of yards and a huge first down. That would lead to a Washington Redskins 35-yard Mosley field goal and a 10-3 lead. Back comes Washington. Malone gets the ball, follows his blocks. Big block by John Riggins for the touchdown for Malone 5 yards out. You saw the helmet fly off. I don't think the head was in the helmet, but it wouldn't surprise me with this shot. I want you to look at this block. You can see Detroit's calling for a medic. The guy is out cold. Again, Riggins just skating along, looking for the hole, puts his hand on May's back, and then bang, a big knee-buckling block right there. Helmet flies off, Malone untouched, easy pickings, and just like that, it's 17-3 Washington. Meanwhile, the Lions get the ball, fumble again! This time he gets it. He fumbles again. The ball is still on the carpet, still loose, and finally Washington recovers. Back-to-back turnovers by Detroit. You can see here on the replay coming up, I want you to look at the exchange because it's not on Comlo. That ball was right in the gut. The running back just took his eye off the ball. Then he picked it up. He's flying around loose. It gets punched out, and then it's a mad scramble for the football. You can see here everyone's going for it. Detroit had a shot at it. Washington did. His knee, the defender's knee kicked it, and then it's easily recovered by the Redskins, fortunately for them, unfortunately for Detroit. So back come the Redskins. They go to Benny Malone. Outside, big stretch, turns sideways, gets skinny, all the way down to the 3-yard line. A big run there. This is, again, you see here, Riggins misses this block, and Benny Malone with a great move to the outside, outruns the defender to the corner, then puts his foot in the dirt, in the carpet, turns and gets skinny, but when you get skinny, your whole back is exposed, and the defense gets him from there. So from 3 yards out, they're going to go ahead and drop back and throw. Nice, easy touchdown pass to Fudgett from 3 yards out, and now it is 24-3 Redskins in a dominant lead. Great play action, good block, nice, perfect throw. Just a nice, easy play with a little bit of pressure in his face, and Fudgett gets the play. So another Lions turnover coming up here, dropping back, throwing deep, intercepted by the Redskins. A great pick. And now the Redskins are in total control. It's 24-3. And you can see here, he's eyeing the pattern the whole way. The safety's just following his eyes, dropping. And once he sees it throw, he makes a play on the ball and he gets an easy interception. So the Redskins have the ball up 24-3. They're putting together a little bit of a drive. And this is a big hit on Benny Malone coming up. Boom, and the ball pops loose. Detroit recovers. They desperately need something to happen, and that was the something that they needed. A big hit on Benny Malone right there as the ball squirted out into a pack of Lions. You can see here, he cuts it back inside. He's been doing that all day, gets caught up, and then right there, just a big hit separating him from the football. And the guy that caused the fumble is the guy that recovered it. So back come the Lions. Fake, Comlo dropping back. Bo Robinson, big completion. Down to the 2-yard line. They would score a touchdown from there, a 2-yard run, and it's 24-10. Redskins next possession, Riggins cuts it inside, hit, fumble! Lions recover again. So now the Lions have the ball in prime field position. And again, you could just see here, the ball's way too loose being held. He goes inside. He's trusting his strength too much. Good solid hit, helmet on ball. Ball pops loose. Detroit recovers. Here's another angle. It's 24-10. The Redskins blew a 27-10 lead against Houston, and here they are again, putting the ball on the carpet and getting the other team back in the game. This has been a problem with Washington in 1979. And the Lions, they don't miss a beat. 2 plays later, Kane from 12 yards out, walk-in touchdown, 24-17. You can see great blocking. The momentum is starting to swing. Kane again follows his block, sets it up perfectly, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do it. If you're watching at home, kiddos, do that. That's how you do it. Later in the fourth quarter, a few punts to start the drive. Bo Robinson gets a big completion. Here goes Bo Robinson on the ground. Big run by Bo Robinson. And he rips off a huge run into Redskin territory. Mo clearly on their side. Comlo dropping back, looking, throws. Perfect strike right there for the touchdown. Comlo to Freddie Scott, and it is now 24-all, and the Redskins can't believe it. Comlo, nice, easy drop, gets popped but stays in. Nice job by the rookie, and then a great effort to get into the end zone. Touchdown. And now it's 24-24. The Redskins take over with 2:13 to play. Now we're looking at a little over 20 seconds to go. 28, Theismann to Ricky Thompson. Doesn't get out of bounds. Allows the Redskins to call a timeout. Down to Detroit 29. The kick is no good. Mosley misses it. But there's a flag. They're going to move 5 yards closer, and Mosley's going to get another shot from 41 right down Broadway. Don't give that man two chances. He'll burn you every time. The Redskins narrowly escaped 27-24, but the Redskins got to figure out this problem with turning the ball over and getting teams back in the game after they have huge leads. Big win for Washington. They improved to 1-1. Meanwhile, the Dolphins improved to 2-0 with a 19-10 victory at home against Seattle. Jim Zorn, 247 yards, but 3 interceptions. Greasy, 208, 2 touchdowns, and no picks. Iwo Von Schaman missed an extra point. It didn't cost them. They still were able to win at 19-10. Cleveland and Kansas City, a battle of two 1-0 teams in Kansas City. We're going to pick up with the highlights. The Browns are going to have the ball early. Sipe dropping back. Good protection. Throws over the middle to Greg Pruitt. Pruitt right up there. Nice little slip. Well played run. Well played route. And just a good call. And Cleveland's got the ball. You can see here, it's just a circle route. Pruitt gets the football and then follows his blocks and turns it up right there. I like that little extra side move. It picked him up an extra 5 or 6 yards. That's little things matter. So, meanwhile, they're going to go ahead, put Ozzie Newsome in motion, give to Greg Pruitt right up the gut, and another big gain for Greg Pruitt. He is a big-time running back right now, and I want you to look at the down blocks by DeLone and Jackson, the guard in the center. Great down blocks, creates that crease, and Greg Pruitt's able to simply run up the field. So, it's already 3-0 at this point, because that would lead to a Cockcroft 27-yard field goal. Looking at 3rd and 10, they decide to run a counter on 3rd and 10, and Pruitt gets 25 yards on the run. Unbelievable. Again, great blocks. You've got guards on the pull, following in. The Chiefs clearly not expecting this on 3rd and 10, expecting a pass play. Don't tackle high. Poor tackle. Pruitt made a miss, and that sprung him free for an extra 10 yards as Cleveland will now, up 3-0, have prime real estate. So Sipe going to one of his favorite targets. Rucker wide open, easy touchdown. Split the defense on a post route, and just like that, it's 10-0 Cleveland. Easy as pie. And Kansas City's got to figure something out because this is just getting too easy. Again, no pressure on Sipe. Nice and easy. Throws a perfect pass. A little wobbly, but the receiver's so open it doesn't matter. Reggie Rucker with the touchdown from 17 yards out, and it's 10-0. So the Chiefs got to make something happen. Dropping back. Looking. Throws. Intercepted by Livingston. Threw it right to him. Actually, that might be Clarence. Clarence Scott, actually, with the interception. My apologies. Livingston's a quarterback. So Clarence Scott with an easy pick. Sets everything up here with Cleveland. I want you to take a look at this play here, too. We're going to get an extended look here. Livingston has good protection. There's not a lot of pressure, which hasn't been the case most of the day. Then the pressure comes late. He held the ball too long, threw off his back foot. Clarence Scott makes the catch, turns it upfield. Looks like he's going to break it here, but the sidelines, he's just not quick enough. Good angle by the lineman. That's something you work on in practice. So, back come the Browns. What do? They go to Greg Pruitt. Pruitt, again, a big run. Sideline, turns it upfield. Big gain. A big gain. At this point, he has 9 carries for 65 yards at this point, and there's 2 minutes to play, and the Browns are looking unbeatable. So it's the same drive. It's 2nd and 20. They put Rucker in motion. Sipe drops back. Nice little wheel route. Throws it right there to his running back. Turns it upfield and gets a big gain right there. Remember, that was 2nd and 20. Now he's made it 3rd and manageable. 4 plays later, the Browns in good field position. Sipe dropping back, looking, throws to Ozzie Newsome. Easy touchdown. Great corner route. Great hand-eye coordination by Ozzie Newsome for an easy 20-yard touchdown and a 17-0 Browns lead. Ladies and gentlemen, the blowout is on. And you can see here with this throw, it's just a good corner route. Ozzie Newsome better than anybody at stretching out and getting his body inbounds after the catch in the end zone. Now, you're going to see here, Cleveland has the ball. It's still at 17-0. Nice little play action. Sipe rolls out, throws a good strike to Logan, and Logan gets themselves in pretty good field position. Now, that is going to set up the next play. Another play action, looking, throws over the middle to Ozzie Newsome, big first down. Kansas City's got 2 options at this point, lock down or get blown out. They lock it down. They force Cockcroft to kick a 32-yard field goal, but it's still 20-0 Cleveland at this point. We're not going to take a look at the play, but now we're showing the kickoff. So when we show kickoffs again for one of two reasons. What do you think this one is? Something bad? Something good? Steve Doughty fields the kick, turns it upfield, hits the corner, to the sidelines, and he could go down to the just past midfield. A big return, something Kansas City desperately needed. They set the wedge. He splits it right there. It's a great block on that guy. Didn't get him down on the ground, but got him away, so he had to make an arm tackle. Great sideline block, maybe unnecessary, but still picks up a big gain. They desperately need that. Now, the Chiefs, they got to go to J.T. Smith at this point because he's their best player on the field. They've got a rookie quarterback. Fuller only really knows a few plays. They go to J.T. Smith, 17-yard touchdown, and you can see an emphatic spike to make a statement. We're not out of this thing yet. The Chief fans are starting to get into it. The big return, the quick play, the rookies in the game from Clemson, and nice little misdirection, play action, steps and throws a strike. J.T. Smith does the rest, hand down, and then hops on into the end zone for a 20-7 Cleveland lead. But the Chiefs, not done yet. 4th and 1. Big decision here. They're going to have to do. Who are they going to do? Are they going to do a pass? Are they going to do a quarterback sneak? They give it to Margetto, and it's going to be close, but they've got it. They've got it by the nose of the football. The Chiefs hold the football. So, who do you think Fuller's going to go to if he's going to throw? Well, they got to throw. They're down 20-7. J.T. Smith again on the sidelines sets up a 1st and 10 inside the 20-yard line in the red zone. Then they hand off right there to Howard. Huge hole. I'm sorry, not Howard. It's Tony Reed. Tony Reed from 9 yards out. So I want to take a look at this. It's a great, just simple old school Packer sweep. Tony Reed up the gut, off tackle, up the gut, take your pick. He had a few holes to choose from, and he puts it into the end zone. So now, that was an 11-play, 85-yard drive. The Browns, big hit. Again, the Mo has totally shifted to Kansas City's side at this point, and they are jacked up, and their defense is playing like it. It's 20-14. They know they're back in the game. Sipe avoids the rush, completes it. Big pass, but a huge hit by Howard, and the Chiefs, easy recovery. Now they're within striking distance, and they're going to put a guy in motion and goal line play. They go to McKnight, simple little counter play, touchdown, and now it's 20-20. Again, simple counter play, quick hitter. Backs are a little bit closer, so they have less distance to run to the hole. Gets to the spot in a hurry, lowers his shoulder and picks it up, touchdown, 21-20. So the Browns, they need a comeback. They've got to do something. Nope, no comeback. Intercepted right there. Big interception. That's going to set up a Jan Stenerud field goal at that point. And the Chiefs, they're already up 21-20. That field goal is massive because it makes it 24-20. And again, they've got all the momentum. So now the Browns are right back where they were a week ago. They had a lead, then they lost it, then they had to make a comeback at the end. This time it's a 4-point comeback. A field goal is not going to do them any good whatsoever. So again, I want to look at this interception. The play action isn't working at this point. It's a simple zone coverage. He's sitting right there, makes the interception, and Kansas City gets the ball. Again, they kick a field goal. So now the Browns are driving down 24-20. Sipe goes looking, throws nice little lob to Greg Pruitt, who picks up another big gain. Boy, Pruitt had a massive day today for Cleveland. That puts him in field goal range, but they don't need a field goal. They need a touchdown. Cleveland's got to make this happen. They're at the 20-yard line. They call a timeout with a minute to play. So they call the timeout after this play. There's a minute to play. You see Sipe avoids the rush, keeps his eyes downfield, throws a perfect flutter pass over the outstretched defender right to Greg Pruitt, who picks up a huge gain. So dropping back, they need something to happen. 21-yard strike, touchdown to Reggie Rucker. And the Browns, with 52 seconds to play, catch the ball, easy touchdown. You see here, it's it's a post route, looks the defender off, safety bites, comes back across the field, and hits his man on a skinny post as the Browns would win it 27-24 and improve to 2-0 at Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium. The Chiefs dropped to 1-1. Meanwhile, other games around the league. The Chargers beat the Raiders 30-10 at San Diego. They led 21-3 at the half. Dan Fouts 15 of 32, 16, 3 TDs, a 107 QBR. Total team effort. A block punt for a safety led the way. New England routs the Jets 56-3 at New England. A 28-3 halftime lead. Steve Grogan 5 TD passes, 315 yards, and Sam Bam Cunningham 81 yards rushing. New England D had 9 sacks and 5 turnovers. Dallas beat the 49ers in San Francisco 21-13. Roger Staubach 259 yards and 2 TDs. Dorsett had 54 yards rushing. O.J. Simpson continuing to struggle, 14 carries, 43 yards, but he did have a touchdown. The Monday night game, Falcons at the Eagles. Atlanta would win 14-10. They led 10-7 at the half. Did Philadelphia, like the wild card game, but they couldn't hold on. William Andrews, 24 yards, 24 attempts, 121 yards, and Bartowski to Wallace for a touchdown. Let's take a look at the NFC East standings. Dallas, 2-0, atop the division all by their lonesome. Philly, Washington, St. Louis, all 1-1. New York, 0-2. As we move to the NFC Central Division, I want you to look at how tight this is. Chicago, Tampa Bay, both 2-0. Minnesota, 1-1. Green Bay, 1-1. Detroit, 0-2. Boy, did that loss sting. It really puts them behind the 8 ball. Green Bay needed that win at home. Minnesota losing to Chicago was really a game and a half back. In the NFC West, Atlanta's 2-0. The Rams are 1-1. San Francisco and New Orleans sitting at 0-2. This whole division is really going to probably come down to, it's going to be a 2-team race is my prediction. But the Rams right now with the win on Thursday night, that was big. Meanwhile, the AFC East, New England 2-0, or 1-1. Miami atop the division at 2-0. Buffalo 1-1. The Jets 0-2, but that's a bad 0-2. Baltimore 0-2. At least they have something to hang their hat on, but that loss in the division was big for New York. In the AFC Central, Pittsburgh and Cleveland are running this show at 2-0. Houston 1-1, but that one loss to Pittsburgh, it's got to weigh heavily on their mind after the championship game loss. In Cincinnati, they look lost at 0-2 at this point. Who knows what the Bengals are going to do. Finally, the AFC Western Division, San Diego 2-0, Kansas City, Denver, Oakland, all 1-1. Seattle's got to figure it out at 0-2. At this point, they are falling further and further behind. Big matchup next week. Seattle at home against the Oakland Raiders, which is what I want to talk about. The games next week that I'm going to be watching, which I'm pretty excited to watch, is going to be Pittsburgh at St. Louis, 2-0 against 1-1. Otis Anderson, the rookie, had a great first game, had a great second game. Looking forward to seeing what he does against that Pittsburgh defense. And then Oakland at Seattle is another afternoon game. I'm hoping I can catch it. I'll be going back and forth between the two. But that's going to be an interesting matchup because if Seattle drops to 0-3 and the Raiders improve to 2-1 with a division win, really could shape up that division in the AFC West, depending obviously on what San Diego, Kansas City, and Denver do ahead of them. Their loss this week, they've got to rebound. They can't lose 2 straight in the division, so we'll have to wait and see. That's it for Retro Football Knowledge. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the show next week. Again, we'll be covering Week 3 contest for the season. We'll take a look and see what happens. Can the Rams improve to 2-1 with a big division game against San Francisco? Can Atlanta keep it going and get to 3-0 with 2 impressive wins to start the year? It's going to be a big week. We start to hit, we're nearing that first quarter of the season. That's the 4th week of the season is usually the quarter point, and that really starts to give you an idea on who the pretenders are and who the contenders are, although we don't get true separation in that category until about week 8. On any given year. So we'll have to wait and see what week 3 holds. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, get the word out on this show to people. I hope you guys enjoy the content. We try to bring a little bit of, sports back to the way things used to be. That's really the whole purpose of this show, to ignore the riffraff and all the garbage that's going on in the world and to bring you sports at its purest. And for a lot of you, bring sports to you for the first time that, from a time period you never watched. You probably didn't know any of these games even existed for some of you. And for others, while you may have known they existed, you didn't see how they actually broke down. And hopefully you enjoy the content. And again, if you did, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm Anthony, and I'll see you next week.